do you know? What do you know? Tell you what I know. My current situation kind of brought up an idea, or kind of, I guess you could say, a topic. I'm up here at the Petro and what is it? Racine, Wisconsin, I think is what it is. And it's snowing like crazy, or it has been. It's kind of died off a little. It's still snowing now, but it's not as bad as it was. I'll kind of turn this around and let y'all see what it looks like outside right fast. So there's a truck running around here. It's plowing the parking lot too, so that's helping a little bit. But sorry, kind of got distracted there for a second. But when I got here, I was planning on coming here, and it was a good thing that I was planning on coming here, because the highways, by the time I got here, had just deteriorated so bad. The road conditions was just getting pretty bad, so it was time to pull it off the road anyway. But and I checked the weather app, and it was showing current situation was snowing 1 to 2 inches an hour. And I was watching the weather on TV before I went in earlier to get some dinner and take a shower, and my current location was showing 6+ inches of snow tonight. So, it's snowing pretty heavily. And normally I kind of avoid these, situations like this. But with freight like it's been here lately, kind of got to deal with what you can get sometimes. But what I was getting at, though, is I went in to take a shower earlier, and I was getting all geared up, getting my boots on, and put my Carhartt jacket on, and getting all geared up to go, to go track through this snow and make my way up. And when I got up there, there was a guy that followed me in wearing a pair of Crocs, and it brought up an idea to me, I guess you could say a subject. But like, I feel like out here on the road, we don't never know where we're going to end up at, and with that being the situation, we should be prepared for all kinds of weather. So I think footwear is a pretty important subject. I myself, I carry 3 pairs of shoes or boots, I guess you could say. For my everyday driving, good weather, I've got a pair of like slip-on Hey Dudes. It's an old pair, something that if I hop out to fuel island and stuff, I'm not too worried about them getting dirty or anything like that. Plus, they're easy to wash. Every time I go home, the wife throws them in the wash and cleans them back up for me. So that way they're just not completely filthy and nasty. But that's what I wear for my everyday driving. Good weather, sun's out, in and out of the truck, something that I can slip on and off. Because for one, I don't like wearing shoes back into the bunk and stuff like that. So I like to be able to slip my shoes off right here on the floor mat and leave them up here. So those are pretty convenient for basically everyday driving. Now I've got a pair of, I guess you could say, tennis shoes that I wear like if it's raining. Now they're a pair of like New Balance CrossFit, so like they're not like some cloth, Nike running shoes or something like that. Those tennis shoes I can wear like if it's raining, as long as it's not, crazy weather, I can wear those. Now I'm not going to wear them in 6 inches of snow, because obviously my feet are not going to stay dry, and they're going to end up soaking wet. So I'm going to end up with cold feet. Now the third pair that I carry a pair of work boots all the time. Mine are just leather work boots. They're not steel toe or anything like that. But in times like this, or in times like when you're at a shipper or receiver and it's just plumb nasty muddy outside, if you're in one of them kind of locations, I throw my work boots on when I get in and out of the truck. So that's the 3 different kinds of footwear that I carry. I just think I see these guys run around sometimes, or I say guys, it's not always guys, sometimes it's women, but I see these drivers in their footwear that they have in situations like this is just ridiculous to me. Like that was all you had? Like what if you was stuck on the side of the highway in the snow and ice? Like, you need to be prepared for all situations out here, and having a pair of Crocs to wear, that's fine if it's good weather, but if it's not good weather and under the circumstances, sometimes you need something a little more than that. Just my personal opinion. But like I said, I saw that guy walking in with them Crocs, and I thought, man, like, did you not have anything else better to wear in this situation? Like, I find it ridiculous, and it kind of shows, to me, it almost shows your intelligence, like, you weren't smart enough to put on something different. Like, like I said, my personal opinion, I know there's a huge debate in the trucking industry about flip-flops and stuff like that, and I see people all the time, freezing cold temperatures, wearing flip-flops, and I shake my head. That's another one of them situations. Like, to me, that shows your intelligence, It just tells me, when I look at you and I see you, in a situation like that with that on your feet, all I can do is shake my head, because I'm like, man, you're just not a very smart person. Like, and for 2, like the whole debate about whether or not flip-flops is appropriate or not, the fuel island, you see these guys getting fuel at the fuel island with open-toed sandals and flip-flops and stuff like that. The diesel and oil and chemicals and stuff that are at that fuel island, I don't know that I'd want that stuff all over my feet, Heck, I can't even handle wearing shoes without socks on, much less getting out the fuel island and running around with all that diesel and oil everywhere. Like, it's just, to me, it just doesn't make much sense. It can't be good. It can't be good on your feet. It can't be good, on your toes and toenails and all that, like, so that, like, once again, that's just my personal opinion about it. But, I just saw that earlier and thought, that's a subject that I have never talked about. I kind of keep my opinion to myself on that most of the time. And it's just basically my opinion. Like I said, I feel like you should be prepared for all situations out here, and part of being prepared for all situations is your footwear also. Having the proper footwear, proper clothing. That's the other, like, you got to be prepared. Like, if you break down in a situation like what I'm in right now, a pair of jogger pants and some Crocs and a t-shirt with a hoodie's not going to keep you very warm when you got to get out of your truck, or if your truck breaks down and you have no heat, how long are you going to stay warm like that? Like, I carry extra clothing with me. I have winter clothing and I have summer clothing. In the wintertime, I typically run a little thinner on my summer clothing, And in the summertime, I run a little thinner on my winter clothing. Like I'll take some of my shirts to the house, you know, and I'll kind of swap out a little bit. But I always keep a little bit of each stuff on the truck year round. So that way, if I'm in a situation like you don't never know, like even in the wintertime, you might end up running down to like Laredo or something like that. You know, and it may still be pretty nice down there. And a long sleeve shirt might be a little bit too warm. You know, you might want to wear a t-shirt that day. So I think it's good to keep a little bit of both on the truck. Like I said, in the wintertime, I primarily run with a bunch of long sleeves. I got my Carhartt hoodie. Y'all probably saw me wear that thing 100 times. I've had that thing for a while. It's just an old work. It's a work hoodie. You know, I'm not worried about messing it up. I've got a Carhartt jacket. If I need something a little bit warmer than that, or if I need to layer up, put my hoodie on and a jacket on, I can. I keep thermals that I can put on underneath my pants for if some reason I've got to get outside the truck and deal with something in the middle of freezing cold temperatures, like chaining up. You know, you always need to be prepared for these things, especially in situations like this. When it's down in the teens and it's snowing like crazy, you know, you don't want to be sitting on the side of the highway wishing you had something a little bit warmer, you know. So anyway, that's all I have to say about all that. Like I said, I come across that situation and figured, you know, why not talk about it? So this also brings me to another subject, but I'll do a different video on that. I'll do it in the future. We'll talk about different routing and stuff like that. I had a time last week and a time this week where I kind of regretted my options on routing, but we'll talk about that on another video. But anyway, I'm just rambling now. So like always, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Stay safe, stay warm. It is cold outside right now. Shiny side up, rubber side down. Talk to y'all later.